Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you today to School Smart. And today we want to discuss how we can use the portal to solve real-time problem, that is creating exam questions on the spreadsheet, which is Excel spreadsheet or any other spreadsheet, and import it to the platform directly without tapping the question one by one. Now we want to start with the spreadsheet. So to begin with, how do you get the spreadsheet? I've already logged in. But the first thing you do, go to online exam, right? The online exam. Then when you get to online exam, you will see question bank, right? This is question bank. Click on question bank. Now you need to have question in your bank, and the question you have in the bank must correspond to all the parameters. So now we have what is called question group. So now let us go to question group. Question group is your first term, third term. So if you are setting exam to third term, because they did the same subject for second term and first term, so how can you differentiate it? How can you set exam to different term without the exam entering themselves in the question bank? So there is group ID that's separate them. So now third term is what you want to do right now, right? So what you do is that copy this third term if you want, copy it. Or if you have done the right thing over there, you can just copy it. Or you can just leave it. You want to do something. Let us notice 12 third term. That is the exam group, right? For 2023-2024 academic session. So when you switch to the other academic session, you can still use the same group. It will not enter previous year questions. So you have to get it different. Now, once you ascertain this, now you come to the question bank, right? So the group and the bank works together. Now, if you want to ask question directly by one, like for example, this is question 1, this is question 2. So it's very, very good person for you to do it manually. Now, if you want to do it once, you just go to import, question import. Now, there are already a guide that's telling you what to do. So the first thing you do, download a sample, right? So you're going to open the sample to know how it works in real time. So let us assume you are just coming for the first time. This is question type. We are using single choice. This is multiple choice. If you want to have more than one answer. The descriptive for theory, some theory. This one is just true or false or yes or no. So we have the question group. So the question group here, our own here is 12. So here we have question. Our own is medium, right? Now the question. This is question 1, question 2, here. So system will automatically arrange it. So the mark, you can put uniform mark 1, but just put 2. So these are the options: option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. So if option 1 is the answer, you just copy this option 1 and paste it here. So let me show you what we want to do now. So today we want to import. And another thing I want you to know, you must know the format of this. You must know the format. This is CSV file. So if you want to save it now, you will see. Let us see CSV, for example. Let us see CSV. You see CSV, comma delimited. So you must save it to this format of CSV before it can be imported to the platform. So now we have gotten all this clear. So let us go to the one we prepared before. We have a spreadsheet we have already entered. So we'll go to question, right? Let us make use of. I want to use one of the basic 5 questions, vocational education. So I will open vocational education, right? Now this is vocational education, right? So I want to come down here. So now there's something we need to do. Now if you look at this vocational education, you discover that it's just all round 8. So now this guy that is showing 8 is going to give all wrong information. That means for the 8 is for second term. So we don't want to use 8. So now we want to replace this with 12. Which is the top 10. So you select the whole column, you go to replace. So you're going to replace 8 with 12. I hope you can see this. Here you click on. So everything is replaced already. So you close the tab here. So now everything is okay. So we have to search other thing. So and you must not have any column. If you have any empty column in between, it's not going to import completely. It will stop when you have that empty column. The rest of the information will not be boiled. So be careful you don't have any empty column. So you just search everything until we are good to go, right? We are good to go. So you can see the format here. So if you want this spreadsheet as a guide, you can comment, I can send it to you. Now, once you do this, you just come here, save this, save, yes. Now, what I'm going to do now, go to my document, I have a different folder, I will now save to this, right? I will save this one to CSV, comma, delimited. Then you save. So now we have a spreadsheet that is ready to be imported. Now, once you do, let us minimize. Now, we are here, right? So go back to the online exam. Go to online exam. Now, you need to create a exam first, right? Now, the one we want to report is vocational training, right? So now, let us go back to let's play vocational training. So let us look at vocational training. They have set last year. We want to just copy the title, vocational. Okay, sorry, vocational, right? Vocational basic 5. So now we're going to copy everything. It's just single thing we're going to change because they have set this exam last year. So you copy the exam, vocational training. Then you add new exam, right? You add this new exam, call it vocational training, top 10, second 10, so you change it to top 10 for 2023-2024 academic session, right? So we're going to do this now. It's just top 10 will change. It saves all the whole lot of stress. So you just come here, go to do this for basic 5, right? This basic 5. Then go to select session, go to select the subject, vocation, right? It's going to come on. Then let us assume the exam is going to begin July 8th, right? That is going to begin. Then maybe the exam is going to end. That means between July 8th and July 31st. I want to pull that interval, I want to go to July 31st. That means you can do the exam. Now, the time the exam is going to commence, just put it for 8:45 and probably because students are using multiples, the same system, we want to extend the time. Maybe you can still do the exam between the hour of 8:45 to 4:45, right? So now, go to pull this one here. What are you going to put here? We're going to put that the exam should just take like an hour or 2 hours. For each session of the exam is 2 hours. Or probably can just make it an hour, but let's just put 2 hours. You can come back and change it at any time. So now, how many percent that you cannot do this exam more than once? Once you do this exam once, you cannot do it again. Now, what you need to do, if you want to give room for those that made mistake, want to give them a question, just put participation. So now the exam type is going to be percentage based. Then the passing grade, just say 25 because there is also contingent assessment. If you have 25, you've passed, right? Now I want to put this, say, I want to put instruction, attempt, you stand what's name, attempt all questions correctly, right? All questions. So now attempt all questions correctly. So now we have carefully. Let's just put the word carefully, right? Now, now we want to put this as free because you can set the exam to be paid. We're making it, so we'll make it fixed. Now, this random question, the random question means that number 1 of another person will be number 20 of another person, number 10 of another person. So here we're gonna make it fixed. Don't do that. You may choose to do that so that student will not actually look at each other's work. So you can publish directly. So you can put this thing off, right? Save. Then once you save those, you have created exam, right? But this exam does not have questions. So now the questions we imported, we're gonna import questions to this exam. Now the first thing to do is to make sure that this thing is off the way it is. It should be on. On means you cannot add question. On means students are ready to do the exam. So you can even set the exam a year ahead and put it off. When it is time, just put it on, student will start doing it. Now what I will do now, we just click on add question on this question mark, right? Say add question. So I will select exam group. Remember our exam group is top 10, which is 12. You select top 10. Yes. So now before you come here, we have not added question yet. We have not imported the question through question back yet. So what you do, let us go back to question back before we come to this place. Now let us import, right? Now let's import before we go. So now how do you import? You just come straight to this place, just select the class. Basic 5 for example is the class, right? Just select the session, just select this is vocational, just type it vocational. Yes. So now what you're going to do, just come down here and click on this cloud icon and go to the folder that contains the CSV file, right? We have vocational education top 10 examination basic 5. So just click on this place. So now just import. So go to tell us 30 questions imported successfully. No, 30 questions added successfully. You can see the message, right? So now since you have done this, that may have the questions, but the question is not assigned to the exam yet. So just come to online exam. Understand what I'm saying? Come to online exam. Just come down here. If you want to add question, make sure it's off. Put it as off. Then just add the questions. So once you do this, just come over here to top 10, select the exam group top 10. Don't forget this, it's very important. Then you select single choice questions and medium. Remember we enter this parameter, so if it does not correspond, it will not give you one. So it may give you another year exam because so you have to make sure that this corresponds with the parameters you enter your spreadsheet. So this is session. So we're going to talk about vocational, right? Vocational, yeah, this is it. So let us filter. So the 30 questions should appear. So you can see all the 30 questions appear here, right? And everything showing top 10 from this academic session. Now, if you want to assign them, just click on this Excel document serial checkbox. Everything's already there. So just hit this button, assign. And all the questions will be assigned. Information has been saved successfully. So the questions has been assigned. So the student, this exam can be put on and the student can do it. So let us go to question exam list. We have done that, so let us go to exam list. This is the one we just assigned right now, right? So if you view here, you will see the question the student will answer, right? If you view here, you can see, for example, you can see it shows this. So if you feel some question is not supposed to be, you can delete it. Don't delete it. But we delete it, we will have issue with incomplete questions. So now this 30 questions is already assigned here. So this is exactly what the student will do. So now let us go back. So if you want the student to do the exam, just put them on. And they will log into their dashboard and will start doing the exam once it is due date, right? Then let us put it off. It's not time for exam. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The other aspect of the video is when the student will log in to do the exam. That's what is remaining after putting it on this place. So that will be the next video. Thank you very much for watching. It's a pleasure. Have a great day.